Hi, Glenn Phillips here with Lake Homes Realty and lakehomes.com. Today I want to talk to you about 4 dangers of buying a lake home sight unseen. You know, it's popular right now to be very aggressive to get a home, and so many people, because they're buying a lake home that's in a different part of the country where they're located and they don't want to miss out on the opportunity, they're putting forth an offer sight unseen so they can get that lake home before it escapes, and where they don't feel they've got time to drive out and look at the home once it comes on the market. But there's some dangers to this, and I think some of them are just common sense that you already know. But at the lake market, there's some dangers that are a little more exaggerated than just buying a home anywhere in the country sight unseen. So my first danger, location matters. Of course, you know, the old rule of real estate is location, location, location. But at a lake home, there's especially a lot of other nuances. The location has to do with how easy is it to get to the lake home. What is the position of the home to the water? Is it lake view? Is it lakefront? Is it lake access? These are a little different, and you can't always tell these from a map photo and photos on a website. Where is the house oriented towards the water? The water is such an important part of that buying experience, and you can look at photos, but that's my second point. Sometimes the photos can oversell. They'll show all the great features of a home and maybe not some things that are not. For instance, years ago we were looking to buy a house and I needed a certain number of garages, and nobody put pictures of the house into the house with the garage doors. Maybe they thought it didn't look good, but to me it was a functional reality. It's also a matter of photos don't always necessarily tell exactly the whole story of the house. People can think they're getting something that they're really not, because the photos may way oversell the home and making it look more beautiful than maybe it does. The third thing about a danger that is particular to buying a lake home unseen has to do with lake access. Now you say, oh, it's waterfront. But I've seen plenty of homes where there was a nice picture and you could see on the pier looking out the water, and you don't understand how far is the house from that pier, or is it in a little slough that's dry half the time of the year? Or I've even seen angles where you go down to the water and the water is really kind of some distance away, and while there's water there, it's not serviceable by a boat. But you couldn't tell it from the photos. And so the description may say waterfront, may technically be true, but it may not be the waterfront that you're expecting. And that can also vary by time of year, or even we have lakes where the water level changes by several inches off and on during the day. So that can be a surprise that you wouldn't know sight unseen. And the last thing that's a danger, there's been a move of contingency games. What do I mean by this? Well, buyers realized that they wanted to be aggressive to buy homes, and so many people buying sight unseen got their contract. They won the contract with the seller using a very aggressive contract, and then they put in some interesting contingencies. So what you're really doing there is winning the contract and then deciding through contingencies if you really want to buy the home. Well, now, if you do that, particularly whether it's sight unseen or not, the danger is sellers have become aware of this game and may disregard your offer because of your contingency game. So you need to be very forthcoming, or your danger in buying that lake home could be that your contingency would fall through and either you don't get the home or you get a home that you're not very pleased with because you made it something of a game. Of course, one of the best ways to buy homes sight unseen or not is to have a real estate agent who really knows the lake, who can represent your interest about the water, about the photos, about the quality of the house, who can do a lot more than just let you see photos online, that they can do live video, they can do engagement, because sometimes you do need to win that deal, do it before you can get to the lake. So trusting an agent who understands the lake and what you're looking for very specifically, lots of communication, is a way to avoid all 4 of these dangers. I hope this information has been helpful if you're thinking about buying a home quickly and sight unseen. Be sure and visit us at lakehomes.com, where you can find a list of our agents around the country who could help you if this is the type of offer you want to make, as well as we have a host of properties for sale right now. Be sure and visit us at lakehomes.com. Have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out lakehomes.com.